Time for a pop quiz. Are cigarette butts litter? The answer is absolutely. But unlike regular paper products, they are not biodegradable. It can take up to 15 years for a cigarette filter to decompose. And aside from the eyesore they create in our landscape and waterways, filters decay into an invisible plastic powder that releases harmful toxins into the environment. Right now, Mother Earth serves as one big ashtray for more than 700 billion littered butts each year. Dale Godwin, a volunteer with Fayetteville Beautiful, has some tips that will help you put those butts where they belong.
And I've always been a concerned citizen about how Fayetteville is presented to others who come here and who leave from here. You know, I would like for us to be talked about in a good way. I met Bobby Hurst through Kiwanis. I'm in Cape Fear Kiwanis Club. He came to speak with us about Fayetteville Beautiful. And I told him about the problem I was having in my front yard and along the roadside where I live out on Legion Road. So I started picking up trash and doing other things, you know, to get involved. Just besides exercising by walking and up and down the road, why not just pick up some trash while I'm exercising as well? I noticed at one particular intersection that I frequently turn at, that the cigarette butts were just unbelievably, you know, thrown out. So bad to where one afternoon I decided to do something about that. Parked my truck, got out with my rake and a big dustpan and got them all up, and no telling what people were thinking about this guy out there doing what he was doing. I'm a smoker myself. I use my ashtray. If an officer were driving behind you and saw you flick out a cigarette, they do have a right to ticket you. And $1,000 fine for a cigarette butt, I'm not interested in that either. Another reason not to throw cigarette butts out, I used to be a volunteer fireman. Countless fires are started by cigarettes and cigars of not being distinguished properly. You're doing a lot of damage that way, killing livestock and destroying our, you know, these beautiful forests and sceneries that we do have. By, you know, taking that risk of throwing those out on dry days. And they're made up of a lot of plastics, and understand they just last for years. And by throwing them on the streets, and they get in our storm drains and in the local streams and rivers. I mean, I've caught fish before with cigarette butts in their bellies. It's pathetic, really. It's real simple. You finish your cigarette, drop it to the ground or the pavement, you know, put it out. Simply just bend over, pick it up, and put it in a trash can. But don't throw your cigarette butts in my yard or my neighbor's yard or here in Fayetteville. You know? Put them in a trash can. Put them in your ashtray. Put in your trash bag, get home, and clean out your vehicle. Leave them where they belong. You know, you be responsible for your own trash, your own cigarette butts, cigar butts as well, and help us all keep Fayetteville beautiful.